Yo, this your boy Shaman Chuffer just bringing out another video. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna take advantage of this beautiful day outside. It's a beautiful fucking day. I honestly think it's because of the motherfuckers that done slid here. Cause you know, we got visitors here, and I really think it's heating the realm up. I really do. I don't just think this is just a part of the cosmos. I believe that radiation heats up the realm. This makes sense. But yeah, man, you see the title of the video. I gave these niggas a minute to come in. This ain't gonna be too long. But man, it's too late for your enemies. It's too late for them, yo. I'm feeling the energy that is around right now, and it is very disciplined. Like, if you're not operating at a certain type of frequency, you're not even going to be able to be here for long. You know, even myself, I had to adjust. As always, I adjust, but still, I have to adjust to these new frequencies. You got people that don't even go with the ebbs and flows of life, but they tend to always focus on you and attack you. Those people are really being dealt with because, see, you got some of your galactic family that had dropped down here to stir some shit up, right? And they know who the fuck is who, and there's no hiding. So they're taking care of those ones that was making it a job to attack you. I don't care who they was. That's why you see certain people in the government don't attack certain people once they get the call that, hey, leave that person alone, that person's tapped in. When somebody's tapped in, they usually don't fuck with that person. What's up, little something? They usually don't fuck with that person. Leave a like if if you're in here. Just leave a like before you go. They usually don't fuck with them people because it has more complications, coming out of that result. So, they do test to see if your awareness is up to par to be protected in that full light, And before they even get to the consciousness to that level, they do tend to attack people, like different countries and whatnot. If their consciousness isn't at an optimal way to keep your protection valid throughout all the fraud, through all the shit they throw out, they usually attack those people and try to eliminate them, because those people usually tend to go towards the ones that are oppressing them and that are setting the booby traps because they're just not aware. Hey, Aphrodite. Oh shit, what's up with you, goddess? I hope you're good out there. On phono. Yeah, I so can see your videos up. I didn't want to intrude. I'm like, I hope she ain't mad at me. When I sure was seeing you, I'm like, I'm gonna just be in the background. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna cap. I sure was seeing you too. I'm like, oh shit, she out there. She out there moving this shit. Let's get it. Yeah. You know me. Ain't shit else to do but go up. You feel me? They ain't giving me a choice. You feel me? So I gotta keep going. You feel me? They got a gun to my head right now. They're like, hey buddy, keep going. I'm like, all right, shit. You feel me? But yo, it's good to see you though. I hope you good out there. Shit. Oh God. Cause you done do a leap. You did a leap of faith, and it seemed like you feel me. That is inspirational on the low. Yeah, it's a mission. I know, I feel you. I understand exactly what you're doing. It just sometimes it just be crazy on the outside. When somebody see them, like, oh shit, I hope they good, man. What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But I understand internally. I understand. You feel me? I understand what you got going on. You feel me? But you protect it. That's how you really know. Like, shit just lines up and it ain't too hard. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get on like a dysfunctional cycle or something like that. But for the most part, it should be good. Hey, get rid of this nigga, man. Get rid of this nigga. This little boy nigga. Get rid of him, please. Get rid of this nigga. This eliminate him for like 24 hours. Get rid of this motherfucker. Appreciate it. I'm so like, get this bitch ass nigga up out of here, man. Yeah, just get rid of him for like 24/7. He's a punk ass nigga. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm like, bro, India, okay, but I'm glad you good though. But like I'm saying, you got people out here attacking us and shit. And what the great mother wanted us to see was the transmute. If we let it get to us, that was that period where it could get to you if you didn't learn how to transmute. Because for all the attacks that we was getting, they were paying practitioners to get us. They was paying motherfuckers. They was doing it as a job. That was our chance to get upgrades. Was when they were sending all that shit. So for the most part, you was able to transmute all that shit, bro. Don't get me wrong, it is not easy if you don't know what's going on. But you know, if your neuromelanin moving and you always looking within your beat, making sure you good, you was able to transmute that shit and know that it wasn't you. So for the most part, I believe that some people, you know, they took that opportunity that they were sending all that energy and transmuting it to be more powerful. I know I was. I had no choice. Yo, they'll send me all type of shit. But now the tables have turned. Now the tables have turned and shit. So now they're gonna take the short end of the stick. Like nothing's gonna go right for these people. Everything that they wished upon you will happen. I'm talking about this is happening right now. I don't give a fuck who they was. There's certain motherfuckers they should have just left alone. Cause I'm the type of person I'm focused on what I got going on. I ain't really focused on people attacking me unless they tell me, hey bro, go take care of that. The ancestors tell me to go take care of that, I'm gonna go take care of it. But for the most part, I let them deal with that shit. Karam, I never heard of that, but I feel you on that. I think he meant karma. I never heard of Karam, but like I usually let them take care of it. Sometimes I'm like, hey man, this shit is getting a little heavy. You need to go put the matters in your own hands. And yeah, I didn't know where you meant, but I usually do it when they tell me to. But for the most part, you know, I let them do it. But they've been telling me like, yo, we do got a death ray coming in. You see all these earthquakes. You see all this shit going on. Motherfuckers seeing confirmation. You seeing UFOs out here, bro. This realm is finna heat the fuck up. And the radiation from the spaceships is going to give us upgrades too. Because, see, if you got that black dot activated, bro, you're highly radioactive. Oh yeah. I had a feeling you thought that. Like Corral sound like a book. That sound like a book. Motherfuckers gonna make that in a book. But yeah, all this radiation, bro, is fucking. It's a gift if you got your neuromelanin moving, because you're a highly radioactive being. If you don't have the radioactive shit in your body, I mean, this is gonna be a poison to you. So, but for the ones that do, bro, this is food out here, man. So you're gonna definitely start seeing upgrades like a motherfucker, like rapid change, just due to all the fucking radioactivity from these fucking spaceships and shit. These motherfuckers down here. It's a treat for some, and then it's gonna be a poison for the imposters because they can't take this shit. And then you're gonna start seeing the sun pump up just due to the beings here. Because, I mean, for the most part, they're divine, and then they got their own shit going on, so they make an effect to the cosmos too. rather than them being so far away, it's a group thing to where you're gonna start seeing more crazy shit going on with the sun. You know what I mean? And what this is going to do is going to raise the frequency around this realm to where it's going to start making motherfuckers either bump straight or you're going to bump to the left and fall off the face of the earth. Like, you're going to start seeing a lot of people die out of the blue, but they're going to say it's because of a virus. I don't know what I'm talking about, by the way. Seek medical advice if you want to know health. I'm not an expert. Just got to throw that in there for YouTube. But you're going to start seeing people drop dead. And those are the people that couldn't ascend. Those are the people that had hate in their heart. Those are the people that was evil in their heart. Wicked intentions. They're going to start bumping off, dropping dead. And what they're going to call that is they're going to say it's this virus. It's this virus doing it. But really, it's the impurities in their heart. The impurities of their heart. Hey, Nuestre. Much love, Super Latino. We got the gang in here. No, that's funny because the shit's going on right now, so that vision is on point. We do got some motherfuckers in this bitch right now. I'll be good though, no extra, but you ain't lying. We got some niggas in this bitch right now trying to fuck some shit up in a good way. For me, at least, they cleaning out the imposters, so I ain't tripping. You know, they doing my job. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel that though. I feel that. But this shit, they're gonna be dropping dead, and they're gonna be saying that, yo, it's this virus going on. It got nothing to do with the virus. It got a lot to do with your purity. You know, it has a lot to do with the energy shifting. Don't get me wrong, they're still gonna have evil people, but it ain't gonna be too much of these motherfuckers that is causing big mischief in large numbers. To where you got whole countries confusing people, you know what I'm saying, to where the energy isn't at an optimal level to be raised spiritually. It's not gonna be like that no more, to where, you know what I mean, they're oppressing large numbers of motherfuckers, you know, to keep the spiritual energy low. It's not gonna be like that. Docile, keeping niggas docile and shit. It's not gonna be that large of a number, but it's definitely gonna be prevalent, because without adversaries, what's upgrades? You know what I'm saying? Without opposition, we gotta use it on some motherfuckers. We gotta use our powers and attacks towards some type of cause. So they want to be there so we can for punching bags. Yeah, we're gonna use these people for punching bags, basically. Confirmation. But just be on the lookout for your powers coming in. Just different type of things that we can do. I'm not gonna say too much on what I can do, but I can just give you examples. Well, all this radiation, that's what I want to say. All this radiation, and this depends on if you do got your neuromelanin moving. What do you mean? Why? That's why they have AI. I'm just curious what you mean. But if you got your neuromelanin moving, for the most part, bruh, you got some crazy shit coming in, because you done activated a gene that ain't from this realm, that's connected to your primordial self. So therefore, confirmation, your primordial self is etched in so much different attributes that only you can have in that type of combination. So who knows what you can truly do. So just don't put yourself in a box and say, this is what I do, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do. Just let it come to you and just sit down with yourself and start assessing yourself and start seeing your abilities. Because there's some shit that I did that, nigga, you wouldn't think I could do. But I noticed that it's coming in, and I'm getting like ascension sickness. Like, with all this radiation, bro. Oh, okay. I'm just be flowing right now. You feel me? So I'll be lost with a motherfucker be saying shit. You know how it be. But like, man, I got a cold out of the blue. I'm like, bro, that's just like ascension symptoms. Cause bro, I've been eating this cold up. The cold ain't really been bothering me, truth be told. But I really do think that it's just ascension symptoms. All this goddamn radiation. Right. I love AI, low key. I don't give a fuck what they say. You know how much shit I made with AI, nigga? Some people don't like AI. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, your shit's coming on, man. It's coming online. And my boy Rod Hazel's always talking about them damn upgrades. Them upgrades are coming in more faster than others. Like certain people that is tapped into their inner being with that neuromelanin going, bro, you're gonna have a lot of shit coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just give you a type of ability. You need to look up your zodiac sign superpowers. I think it's gonna be on Fandom. That's just give you a base idea of what you can do. You probably can do more leaning towards other abilities that could be linked to other zodiac signs, but for the most part, your contributing abilities will basically be in what the sign you resonate the most on a organic level, to where you, even if you could be this, you know you're this, just by the energy you exude. Just for example, you could be a Leo, but you're so fucking chill and you're like water and you're 11. You could say you're a fucking Cancer. You can be both of them. And you just go towards the one that resonates with you. Just read that list of powers. I can put it in the community board. But we got a lot of abilities that are coming in. Because I noticed, bro, like I've been eating this shit up and I got a little, not really a cold, but bro, some shit that came through and I believe that it's all this radiation. I believe that it's just an upgrade that I'm calibrating on this new level. You know what I'm saying? The atmosphere is definitely changing, so I have to adjust. But eventually, I'm gonna be on top of things. Well, I'm on top of things, but I gotta calibrate to this new energy. This new energy is something else. So I'm getting used to it, you know? And just keeping my heart open as well, so I can keep going through the new earth, because I'm gonna tell you this. When I'm done with this video, I'm gonna post a link on my community board, because in order for me to do that, I would have to, you know what I'm trying to say, end the live. You feel me? So what I can do is I'm gonna put the link in the community board and just be on the lookout, like ASAP. As soon as it's done, since you want to know, I'm going to share the community. I'm going to share the link on the community, and the link is going to be for tourists, so you ain't got to do too much. But for the ones that do want to check their shit out, just go on the different aspects of the zodiac signs to peep game. You know? And then another thing, you got to get your melanin moving. I know that's like, what the fuck? You got to get it all autonomous. You got to get it activated. You got to get it awakened, so you can go through the transmogrification. Yeah, so you can go through the modification, so you can go through the mutation. Yeah, it has to be awakened, because you got some niggas out here, a Pookie and Ray Ray ass nigga, ancestors, a Bill and Jill ass nigga, ancestors that did the work, that gave them that drop of blood that they needed to be immortal, for them to have the black dot, but they're so lost in the sauce and they're so surface level that it's not activated. To where if something came through for them to modify and to encapsulate, they wouldn't have a chance to do it, because they're turned off. Their spiritual senses are off. They wouldn't be able to transmute, so therefore it could be a poison potentially. So it is key that you get your neuromelanin activated. That is key that you do that. There's ways to do it. It's definitely ways to do it. It's not really that hard. It's not something you're like, oh my God, but you gotta be consistent and make it a lifestyle. You know? Drugs, I can't really say too much about the drugs, but mushrooms. About psychedelics, very short list of psychedelics that'll help you do that. I know the mushrooms will, but I'm not gonna promote LSD. Maybe 2CB if you can get your hands on that shit. But that's just a shortcut, and some people aren't ready for them shortcuts. No, some people just aren't ready for them type of shortcuts that you get off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a shortcut, and I'm not somebody that promotes drugs, but I could rest assured, you get your hands on the right psychedelic, bro. That shit, nigga. I could just give you the experience. There was one time I was up this LSD with my homie in the car, right? And I didn't. This was when that shit was light, right? It was light. And there was one time, I just never happened before, but that one time, I wanted to pull in some numbers. I didn't even want to do it. It was just something I was doing. So he had numbers on the dash. I would make that shit come to me. I would make them drop like the Matrix, and I'll pull them to me, right? It was some weird shit. My neuromelanin was moving that day. And there was one time with the same moment, I wanted, bro, I was fucking tripping. Next thing you know, my consciousness starts to move out the car. It was as if my body was floating, but it was just my eyes. My eyes was literally moving out of my body, bro. I was just like, wait a minute. I start laughing, like, wait a minute. Let me go back in here. Nigga, I'm starting to slowly go back in my body. Just little shit like that. But that's very on the edge. That's very unpredictable. And if you don't have discipline and you don't have spiritual integrity inside and out, you can lose, it could be something totally different. You got to have disciplines. That's why I say I don't promote psychedelics to people, because it's a sacred thing that you just got to be careful about, because man, it can be good 1 second and it can switch the next. So you got to it's something else, man. So I will never promote that, but I can just tell you, like, some of that shit will get you a head start. But is that the head start you need? Just do it bare bones way, you know what I'm saying? The bare bones way, you really can't beat that. But I'm telling you, we got a lot of upgrades coming in. Like, motherfuckers got water abilities that can breathe underwater. People can make elements from the earth come out of their hands, and they can build different type of things. They're architects with their hands. I'm talking about they can build material out of their hands, but that takes you to have neuromelanin, because you have to pull out that black substance and create matter with it. That's why you have to get it autonomous. Confirmation with that horn. I don't just be saying shit. No, it's a science behind it. It is a science behind it, because when you have it activated, you're going to be getting downloads and channels that's out of this world that's going to connect you to different type of powers and abilities. Those individuals that had the ability to create pyramids had their neuromelanin activated to where they were getting downloads about different formulas and different ways of doing things and ways to build those shit. Build different things in the pyramid. Build, certain type of power stations. Without that neuromelanin moving, you're not going to be able to do none of that. Without being awakened, you're not going to be able to do shit. So it's key to get your shit activated. It's not a joke out here when it comes to that. And that's where your protection is, confirmation. You're going to be protected throughout it all if you have a connection with the spiritual realm, especially the Great Mother. Yeah, like, that's the only one. Like, I'm not even going to cap. There's people out here that is connected to Saturn without even having Saturn placements. It's just because of due to your galactic lineage and who you from. But you ain't got to have nothing in Saturn to be a Capricorn or whatever the other sign is. It's just who your people is and where your soul resonates from. You can have a strong presence in Saturn to where you have to do things a certain type of way. And that just means, the Great Mother ain't getting you off the hook. You're one of her children where you just can't do everything like everybody else, and you walk on a tightrope. When it's like that, you just want to make sure you understand why it's like that. Don't think it's like bad karma, but no, it's just because you're operating on principles of a high altitude to where you have to do things a certain type of way. She ain't got nobody connected to her that's just gonna bamboozle and be on bullshit. You leading by example of the Great Mother. So she's not just gonna let you go out here willy-nilly with your power. And she's gonna keep chastising you and disciplining you and putting you through tough lessons until you start to get it and have that understanding. It's not necessarily bad karma. It's just certain people she holds dearly to her heart, not to say more than others, but she just holds dearly to the heart to see them succeed in a perfect way. Because in her eyes, there is a perfect you. So therefore, she doesn't accept anything but the perfect you. So Usually when it's like that for you, bro, you connected to Saturn. You got Saturnian beings fucking with you or something like that. You ain't gotta be. You can be a Leo connected to all other planets, but it has a lot to do with your soul and your lineage. Sometimes, bro, you connected to Saturn by blood. You know what I mean? But just by your people. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing you can do about it. So you gotta get certain lessons right because she's like, she don't be playing around with her Saturnian babies. Some people say we're off from Saturn, but some people just don't have that energy dominant in Saturn. They, you know what I'm saying? They can have little pieces, but the ones that do, they're supposed to be at a certain level. So that's why she ain't letting them have a game too much. She's not letting them have too much of having cake. She's like, no, you gonna eat your Brussels sprouts, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She ain't playing. She ain't playing with certain niggas. She like, you know what I mean? Because you're supposed to be much greater than what you see yourself. So, you know, that's why she around them niggas. So don't think just because you connected to Saturn like that is a bad thing. It's really a good thing. Because she sees yourself in a high light, even if you don't see it in the moment. Even though you're going through some shit that she's making you go through, you still supposed to see yourself in a high light because, you know, it is what it is. She makes you understand that. But yo, another thing, it's going to that period where we're going to have to start creating, you know, keep creating no matter what it is and promote it, you know, your creations. Not everybody's going to like it, but people are going to like it, if you know what I'm saying, because not everybody going to resonate with you. But for the ones that do, that's all that matters. And she just wants us, the true divine self wants you to just start, you know, creating things and putting it out there for the people to see. Whether that's clothes, whether that's music, whether that's art, whether that's poetry, whether that's whatever the fuck. Just start putting it out there. And if you can make $1 off it, make $1 off it with the utmost confidence that, hey, I'm going to get this back. Just do even if it's in the beginning stages, you got to start somewhere. But the money in these next coming years is going to be from your creations. It's not going to be getting a job and working for people. It's going to actually be for the ones that can create. It's going to be a big soar in, you know, entrepreneurship, just because, like, nothing better than individuality. Nothing better than that. Makes the world go round. Because people going to learn off your shit. You're going to learn off other people's shit. Not to copy, but just learn about, oh, wow. You know what I mean? This will just be more creations coming in, and it just make our world more expansive when you got more people creating new things rather than them just synthetically regurgitating the same shit. That just gets old. The realm kind of gets stale when they do that. So the more people create, the more this realm is going to expand. But just know, it's going to heat up again. It's going to heat up to like springtime. I'm feeling the spring weather. As long as these people stay here with these goddamn spaceships. Because it's creating a real weird energy of radiation that's going to heat this motherfucker up. And it might make the volcanoes go crazy. That's why you just got to be careful where you at. And not be in a place where there's too many volcanoes. You know, like tiptoe around Costa Rica. It's a beautiful place, but there's a lot of volcanoes in Costa Rica. You know, tiptoe around Ecuador. You know what I'm saying? Tiptoe around Hawaii. You feel me? There's a couple places with a lot of volcanoes, yo. Tiptoe in Iceland. Because Iceland going on. But Indonesia, you feel me? All this shit going on due to this radiation, it's definitely going to cause an effect for these volcanoes to erupt a little bit more. And then the pole shift. You can't forget about the pole shift. The pole shift finna shake some shit up. This pole shift finna shake some shit up. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel a big earthquake coming in LA, bro, like a 8.4 earthquake coming in LA. Once you see LA get hit, that's how you know, oh yeah, this shit's finna go down. You know, then there's gonna be a flood, bro. There's gonna be a big flood in Texas. I don't know where, bro. It's gonna be one of them hot places. It's gonna be a fat ass flood in Texas. It's just how it's gonna go. It's just how it's gonna go, bro. The flood in Texas is gonna be massive, man. Confirmation. It's gonna be massive. I just think that it's gonna be a flood because there's a lot of must be a lot of fuckery in must be some fuckery in Texas. Usually she only goes around those places that need cleansings. There's gonna be a great cleansing upon this earth. I can't say the great RESET because they ended up tagging themselves in a video and have some bullshit. So I can't say it's gonna be that, but I can say it is gonna be a great cleansing. That is starting now. That's why you notice that it is heating up. Well, it's heating up and it's supposed to be wintertime. No, that's a sign that abnormal change is coming, meaning that things that you can't predict on paper for the enemy or for whatever's sake is going to start shifting. And that's when you be in a energy to where you can receive this shit. Confirmation. You just want to make sure that you bumping straight so you can receive all what is out here to receive, you know, because this is a perfect time. This is a perfect time to receive all this power because eventually your shit, you're going to get your upgrades. Because like I said, some radiation for different beings, it's food for them. You ain't got to worry about you getting sick. But you do have to calibrate. You might feel like you got a cold or whatnot. It's just you calibrating to this energy. Your system is getting used to this energy, and eventually you're gonna be immune to it. What's up with you, Peggy? I've been good. This spitting download and shit. But yeah, you're gonna this weather is supposed to heat up. I noticed there was attacking around the other day. I said, "What's up?" Don't say I'm ignoring you, Peggy. If you don't, it is what it is. But I noticed that the other day, like a couple of days ago, bro. It would be like, all right, 12 degrees, but then they'll bring this breeze upon the realm. And then they make it just like a negative 1 degree wind. And it's just like they're trying to freeze out the realm. They're trying to keep this realm in balance. That is not natural. When you got the sun spitting out shit at a certain vibration, the realm is not supposed to be cold in certain places, no matter what type of season you're in. It's them playing with the weather. Right. Thanks for the comment. But they definitely freeze the realm out. They definitely go out here like, I can't tell you where I'm at because they watching. But yo, I noticed that the place I'm at has a lot of ancient history. And there's a lot of crazy energies that they don't want coming in, being woken up where I'm at. So they always tend to try to black the skies out when certain cosmic events are happening, and they try to cool the realm down. Some about the place where I'm at, like the Midwest, for example, there's certain energies that they don't want to pervade through those ley lines, through the atmosphere over there, that it will cause a shift throughout the whole land in Americas. Just certain places they just don't want that energy in. So you're always going to see an attack on the weather in certain places. That's just the name of the game. It's just the name of the game, you know? So you got to be careful about that. Meaning, like, you know, don't just think that this is what it's supposed to be, Mother Nature. A lot of the time, just it's a weapon. It's the attack, it's the consciousness, the energy there to keep away towards energy, you know? But we're definitely getting upgrades. I'm getting that shit. I just been going with the flow, making sure I'm at a high vibration as always. But I could definitely feel the energy. It's different every day. It's not like those extreme energies that I ended up catching a couple times where I'm like, bro, I'm pissed off. I'm trying to fight somebody. It's more so like, oh shit, I'm powered up. I'm happy as shit. Let's go focus on some other things. It's that type of energy. But it's only going to ramp up, especially for the ones that got their neuromelanin autonomous that is activated. There's a lot of radiation for you to eat up. There's even people that are conscious that don't have their neuromelanin awakened to an extent to where they can transmute radiation. But they're still upright enough to ascend in certain type of areas. Because not everybody's going to get that shit activated, because it does come with pros and cons. It does. It does come with pros and cons. But some people that, they're more upright, they're upright enough to get, to stay here. I mean, if you want to take that road, go ahead. It's like left head versus right head, basically. Right here. And I noticed that a couple of motherfuckers that's connected to me, not to call anybody out, like, no, I just know how the energy is. The Great Mother always got somebody aligned to what you got going on in a weird way. So the Great Mother was just like, there was tests that a motherfucker had to pass in order for some things to come through. Certain niggas passed the test, and now she's like, just playing and just sit pretty, and you gonna notice some shit shift for you. Wait a couple of cycles throughout this day, throughout this moment, and let these energies recalibrate the realm, and you're gonna notice a lot of shifts happen for your life for the better. Confirmation with that horn going off. It's just that niggas had to pass this test. I don't know. Everybody had these different that, but it was one of those tests that if your enemy went through it, they wouldn't make it. They'd die. So it was like a big test. And the fact that you passed it with flying colors, and that the ones that's connected to Saturn in a harmonious, balanced way, she like, nah. We're gonna get that nigga. We're gonna see what he do with this. He done showed me enough. That's how the mother looking at it. He done showed me enough. He a solid nigga. Or that's a solid bitch. He done showed me enough. Let's see what he can do with this. And that's when you don't forget the shit that you've been through and incorporate those lessons and incorporate your new you in the moment so you can stay grounded, so you don't revert back to your old self, debilitating the progress that you made. So you always want to make sure, you're aligning to the core values that matter the most. Staying upright, staying true to yourself. Because it's easy to go back. The harder you drop from the high place, it's gonna hurt even more. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I think that's about it though. I just had to drop that in for the people. I don't want to be on here too long and just ramble. But I said what I had to say. There's really nothing much coming. But I do know that it's going to be a great cleansing upon us. We got a death ray coming in. Confirmation. There's a death ray coming in that the enemy won't be able to shake off. You're going to see a lot of people drop dead. A lot of people that are around you are going to start dropping dead. That was like your enemy on the low. People that's been trying to come against you, they're going to be dropping dead. Just due to their heart not being at a certain level to be in this new wave, to be on this new wavelength. So they're going to be dropping dead. And they're going to call it a virus. They're going to call it something else, but it's not going to be that, just due to the fact that this realm is shifting. Let's keep that in mind and not be focused on what the news is putting out, because the news is going to tell you lies. Just tell live vision. So they're always going to tell you lies. Just keep that in mind, yo. But that's your boy, man. Sacred Shoe right here, a.k.a. Shaman Shoe. That's about it, bro. I got to go do some shit. I got to go get busy. Let me go get my stretcher. Some niggas are giving me Martian Manhunter vibes. I hope that's me, because he got some crazy power. Like some of these people that I'm connected to, I'm feeling their powers and shit. They're feeling like some type of Justice League character, like Wonder Woman, Superman. But then you're gonna have the beings with high technology that's gonna be like a Batman. But I'm more so like the Martian Manhunter. I got powers throughout my body. I ain't really gotta use too much technology like that. The technology is within my being, you know. But yeah, man, that's about it. That's about it. That's your boy Shaman Truth. I just had to drop that for the people. Gotta get my hair done on the low. That's the thing, man. I gotta find a new bitch to do my hair and shit. This other bitch, I think I don't like her energy. I love her, but I don't know if my soul want that energy of doing my hair, but I love the bitch. Like, I ain't even finna lie to you. I do love her to a point where it's like, God damn, I want to keep going back to her. Not because I love her like that, but you're used to her. So it's like, but I don't know if she's for my hair. My hair is telling me, you might fuck around and go to somebody else. But I'm like, damn. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I want to go to somebody else so bad, but my ego telling me, man, just do it one more time, man. I want to, but she be giving me weird energy and shit. I just don't know. I don't know what to take for. I just don't want nobody doing my hair that's kind of like projecting energy and shit. So it's like, But I do love her enough to not bash her name. Well, I don't do that to nobody, but like she ain't that bad of a person, but who knows what people could be behind scenes and shit. So it's like I ain't giving her the benefit of the doubt. I ain't saying shit. I just don't know if she gonna do my shit. But yeah, man, your enemy's gonna be acting too nice and shit because they know what's going on. They're gonna try to attach to your aura, but I don't even think that's gonna be enough to combat the karma that they placed in their life. So just let them roll off the face of the earth like they're going to. But yeah, man, that's your boy Shaman Truth. I'm out. If you guys want to send a cash donation, you can. You ain't got to, but if you want to, support your boy, I'm on Cash App. And Cash App is all lowercase, by the way. Money sign EG Fisker 1. How to spell that is EJJIFISKER 1. The number 1. EG Fisker 1. If you want to check out my music, EG Fisker all platforms. I'm everywhere. You can hit the email up at shamantruths@gmail.com. That's your boy. I'm out. Peace.